They want us to believe the timber industry is dying, that mills are closing, that loggers are struggling, and that carbon capture is the only way forward. Now, when a mill like International Paper in 𝗪𝗄𝗃 shuts down, of course that hits hard. Loggers feel it, families feel it, communities feel it. No one is denying that reality, but acknowledging those impacts does not mean carbon capture is the fix. Because here's the truth loggers already understand. Timber markets have always fluctuated. They rise and fall with building, with housing starts, with mortgage rates, with interest rates. When construction slows, timber slows. When construction picks back up, timber comes back. That's not failure. That's normal. Every logger in Louisiana has lived through these cycles. So why is it that when the industry hits a downturn, the answer suddenly becomes carbon capture? Why do we hear the same promise repeated across central Louisiana? Whether it's Sungas Renewables and the Beaver Lake Project in Rapides Parish, Highland Pellets in Vernon Parish, or Louisiana Green Fuels in Caldwell Parish? Different names, different parishes, same story that carbon capture will save timber. But if the timber industry was truly the problem, why aren't loggers being supported directly? Why aren't stumpage prices guaranteed? Why aren't pulpwood rates stabilized? Why aren't loggers the ones receiving support? Here's what really happens. These projects create a short-term bump in demand, just enough to sound promising. Loggers invest, new trucks, new skidders, new trailers. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in equipment, based on hope, not contracts. But stumpage doesn't suddenly increase. Pulpwood prices don't stabilize. Fuel doesn't get cheaper. Insurance doesn't go down. And when the subsidies change, and they always do, these facilities don't ride out the cycle, they shut down. When that happens, the investors walk away. But the loggers are still making the payments, still covering fuel, still paying insurance, still holding the note. That's not economic development. That's risk being pushed downhill. Louisiana landowners overwhelmingly support the timber industry. We support loggers. We support working forests. We support rural jobs. But we should not be asked to risk the future of our children, our land, or our water. Real timber markets are built on real demand, housing, manufacturing, and long-term stability. Not politics, not federal tax credits, not illusions. If a project can't survive without government subsidies, it will never protect the people working the woods. Because when the illusion fades, the risk stays right here at home.